Hello and welcome today to Yoga Flow with Monika. I am Monika, and today we're gonna have this very quick practice to kind of open tight hips, tight hip flexors. So it'll be around 15 minutes practice, but these exercises, so if you sit a lot and you feel like tightness in this area, this is a perfect class for you. It's available for beginners as well, so these poses are not complicated. I will show you a couple of modifications as well. I have blocks next to me. If you have a blocks or a books or even some like bigger pillows, you can use them as well. So yeah, let's start. We're gonna start in cross-legged position. And we're gonna start breathing through the nose. For some people, if you have very tight hips, you won't be even able to sit comfortably in this position. So you have another type of position, which is totally fine as well. Actually sitting on your heels. This position even allows you to have a bit straighter spine. So just choose your position. Inhale and exhale. I'm gonna come back to cross-legged. Inhale and exhale. You can close your eyes for a couple of seconds, relax the shoulders, then tense your mouth, your jaw. Forehead is relaxed as well. Just 2 more breaths here, so the intro will be short since the class is quite short as well. So just last inhale. Exhale everything. And then, for people who are kneeling, come back to seated position, and we're gonna bring the feet together, having our knees bent, and the feet can be much closer or much further away, whatever feels more comfortable for you. Okay? So first, just find the comfortable positions where you can actually sit, with the straight back. So if you're bringing the feet very close, you might start rounding the back. So we're trying to feel comfortable. Okay? And then just start breathing. Inhale and exhale. Couple more here without bending forward. Again, if you have blocks and you feel really like some constraints in your growing, you can have blocks on both sides of your legs that will help you to relax the legs a little bit more, okay? Inhale and exhale. One more. And we slowly gonna start folding forward. Again, don't try to really go very deep and round the back. It's more like just step by step, letting your body release towards your feet. Relax here. Inhale and exhale. You can leave the arms in front of you, over the feet, maybe inside the legs, whatever feels comfortable. So try to find the position which works for you. Okay, you don't have to be as low as I am, or if you have quite open hips, you can go a bit deeper. Okay, I'm just gonna stay here for 2 more breaths. Inhale and exhale. One more. Then slowly coming back up. And what we're gonna do now, we're gonna straighten the right leg to the side, and we're gonna bring the left foot into your groin. And we're gonna try to square our body towards that right leg, okay? First, again, finding that straight spine, comfortable position. Inhale and exhale here. Try to flex the feet towards you. That will help you to protect your ligaments and joints. And then we very slowly start walking towards that right foot, okay? Inhale and exhale. Doesn't matter if you touch your toes or shin, or you just relax your arms over your thigh. So again, when we try to open the hips, we shouldn't be forcing to do that, because that just will contract your muscles and you won't be able to actually release and relax. So no going deep into the pose. Inhale and exhale. One more here. And slowly coming back out and changing. So this time we're bending into the right leg, opening that left leg in front of you, squaring yourself more or less towards that left leg, finding the straight spine, feeling comfortable, and then slowly folding over the leg. Again, don't try to grab the foot and push yourself into the pose. Just relax, okay? So we're not using any strength in our arms. Inhale and exhale. One more. Relax everything. Let that right hip sink into the ground so it's not lifting. And coming back out. Bending into both legs and coming into all fours. So make sure that your knees above your hips and your wrists below the shoulders. So just coming into nice straight position, all fours or table. One breath here. Inhale, exhale. One more. Then tug the toes and slowly start lifting the hips up, coming into downward dog. So check in, as always, focus is on our backs first in downward dog. So keeping the hips as high as possible before actually, straightening the legs and pushing the heels into it. So just try to relax here. Inhale and exhale. One more. Looking to the front of the mat, we're gonna step the right leg in between the palms. If you struggle to step at once, you can actually step in the middle and help yourself with the hand. Release the left knee to the ground. Find comfortable position. You can always come over your thigh with your palms, or if you have blocks, you can use blocks to lift yourself up and to make sure that the back is relaxed and the hips are slowly sinking into the mat. Looking straight forward, chin parallel to the floor. Inhale and exhale. One more. And then we're gonna start going backwards tiny bit. So straightening the front leg and just releasing yourself towards that straight leg just for one breath here. So it's half splits. This stretches more your hamstrings. Inhale, exhale. And again, we're gonna bend into the right leg and we actually bring both palms inside that leg. So coming into modified lizard pose or runner's lunge. So once you bring both legs in, you should start feeling a little bit more stretch in your left thigh and a little bit more of the opening in your right leg. Relax here again. If you're rounding the back, maybe you need a block to lift yourself a little bit higher. Or if it feels very easy, you can always start releasing towards the floor with on your forearms. But make sure you don't round the back, okay, when you go onto forearms. One more breath here. Check in that your lumbar spine is relaxed. Inhale, exhale. Tuck the back leg. Bring the front leg to the back. One breath here. Push through those arms. Try to lift your tailbone as high as you can. Exhale everything. Look forward, and we're gonna step the left leg now in between the palms. So first coming just into low lunge. As I mentioned, you can always lift yourself up if it feels a little bit better, or you can use the blocks, or you can touch the ground. Just make sure that your chest is open. You can breathe naturally. You're not arching your lower spine. You're just sinking the hips in. Okay, one more breath here. And then very slowly start folding backwards. So straightening that front leg and bending a little bit more into right, just for one breath here, half splits. Inhale, exhale. And once you start bending into left leg, we're gonna bring both arms inside that left leg, okay? So coming again into modified lizard pose. Make sure your chest is open. So as I mentioned, if it's a little bit too tight to stay in this pose, Bring your arms over the block. 2 more breaths. Make sure that your facial muscles relaxed. As I mentioned, you can always go onto forearms. Just make sure that you not start rounding the back, okay? 1 more breath here. So just relaxing, not trying to go deep in the pose, but letting the body sink into it. Excellent. Tucking the back toes, lifting the right knee, bringing the front leg to the back, coming into downward dog. Inhale, exhale. 1 more. Then slowly bending into the knees, shifting the legs to one side, coming into seated position again. We're gonna bring the palms behind ourselves and we're gonna flex the right leg. So flex the right toes towards you and we're gonna bring it over the left leg. So it's coming kind of almost, imagine figure 4. So stay there, observe how it feels. We're trying to bring that right knee away from our body. If it feels very comfortable, you can slowly bring the left leg tiny bit in, observing how you feel, making sure that the shoulders are open so we're not rounding our back, okay? And just gonna stay here in the seated figure 4, seated modified single pigeon pose. You should feel a nice stretch in the right side of the glute. Just 1 more breath here. Inhale, exhale. And then start straightening the left leg out and hooking the leg. Gonna do the same on the other side. If you want to give the rest to your wrist, just lift up, maybe roll your wrist one side to another. And we're gonna flex the left toes now towards us. We're gonna bend the left knee and we're gonna cross that kind of ankle just below the right knee. Again, first searching for a straight back. Inhale, exhale. If it feels easy, you can try slowly walking in that right knee into you, while trying to keep the left knee away from our body. So there is some type of activation in your left leg, but everything else is relaxed. Chest is open, looking straight forward, don't round your shoulders. Long neck, 1 more breath here. And we're gonna start straightening the leg out and hooking the leg and slowly start releasing onto our backs. Release onto the back. Find a comfortable position. Inhale and exhale. And we're gonna go into happy baby pose. So start bending your knees towards your chest. So bring the knees into your chest. And then we're gonna look to grab the outer edges of our feet and start opening the feet towards the sky or towards the ceiling, while bringing the knees a little bit closer towards the floor, trying to bring basically thighs parallel to the floor, while the feet should be parallel to the sky or the ceiling. And we're gonna stay here. Relax your back, relax the shoulders, shoulder blades. If you struggle to grab the outer feet, you can always just grab first ankles and work towards the feet. 2 more breaths here. 1 more. Bring the feet into each other, bring the knees into each other, relax them down, observe how you feel. Inhale and exhale here. And then we're gonna come into seated. You can choose what you want to do. You can go to one side and lift yourself up, or you can actually roll up and down a couple of times if you have, not sensitive back and not too hard of a surface, and come into seated this way. So we're gonna come into seated and we're gonna open the legs wide this time. So the last opening of the hips. So we're opening the legs as wide as it feels comfortable. Again, all the time when we come into seated positions, we need to make sure that once we sit up, we have a straight spine. If we can't have a straight spine, it means that we came a little bit too deep, or maybe open the legs a little bit too deep. So make sure you find your opening, so it might be much wider than mine, or much more in. It doesn't matter, everything works. So just listen to your body and make sure that you feel good. So we're gonna stay here for 2 breaths. Inhale and exhale. One more. Flex the toes towards you. The knees should be shooting towards the ceiling, okay? So it's looking towards the ceiling. It's not going in, not going out. Inhale and exhale. And we're gonna start folding. So here, blocks are really welcome, or as I mentioned, maybe a pillow. You just release yourself down. You can stack a couple of blocks or come on to higher, whatever feels good. So always remember, find that place where you still feel comfortable. Because when we feel comfortable, then we relax our muscles and it helps us to go deeper into the pose actually, rather than forcing ourselves into the pose. Inhale, exhale, one more. And we might go a little bit deeper if you wish, but make sure that those knees are not going in, okay? So we're still keeping the legs active, toes flexed towards us, and just relax here. Inhale, exhale, you can close your eyes, observe how you feel. Make sure that your back is relaxed as well. One more breath. And then gently coming back up, taking the block or pillow away and helping to bend into the knees. So just let your arms to help you. So you come back gently into cross-legged position. And for those people who maybe, I should have probably mentioned, just like if you remember in the beginning how it felt to sit in this position, especially if you have tight hips, it might be that it feels a little bit better. And for other people, if you were kneeling, in the kneeling position, maybe try and come into cross-legged and see if it's a little bit more open and it feels a little bit more comfortable to sit into this position. So just coming back where we started, you can close your eyes. Gonna inhale and exhale 3 times, but we're gonna inhale through the nose and we're gonna exhale out loud through the mouth, just to try and release all the rest of the tension in our body. So don't be shy, try. You're at home, no one can hear you. Inhale, exhale. Twice more. Inhale, exhale everything. Once more. Exhale. Open your eyes if you had them closed. Bring big palms together in front of the heart, and we're gonna close the practice together. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. As I mentioned, it wasn't a long practice and it was really concentrated for your hip area. But it's a really nice, quick class just to release the tension in your hips. You can always stay a little bit longer in the poses. So, if you feel like it's enjoyable, you can just pause the video and stay a bit longer. And just remember, the most important thing to relax and let the body sink into this position. That will help you to actually open the hips a little bit more. If you have any requests or comments, just drop them below the video and I hope to see you soon. Bye!